Most people will tell you that the key to success is positive thinking. They tell you to build a vision board, imagine your dream car, and wait for the universe to provide. That is exactly why they stay stuck. If you want to actually change your life, you need to do the opposite. You need to brainwash yourself using your worst nightmares. There is a specific psychology used by people who go from rock bottom to the top, and it isn't about being happy. It's about 4 specific mental shifts that feel like a brainwash, because they overwrite every habit you currently have. But before we get to the shifts, you need to understand something critical. None of this works without belief. Not hope, not wishful thinking. Belief. You need to brainwash yourself into believing that you are capable of achieving what you want. Because if you don't believe you can escape, you won't even try. Your brain will kill every opportunity that comes your way. The people who make it aren't smarter than you. They aren't luckier. They simply believed it was possible before they had any evidence. That belief became the foundation that everything else was built on. Without it, you don't stand a chance. So, before you do anything else, you need to make a decision. Do I believe I can change my life, or am I just going through the motions? Because if it's the latter, stop watching now. You're wasting your time. Now, here are the 4 shifts that will restructure your entire mindset and align your brain with success. The first shift is negative visualization. We are biologically wired to run away from a lion much faster than we run toward a piece of fruit. Hope is a weak fuel. Fear is gasoline. Instead of imagining how great life will be if you succeed, I want you to look in the mirror and imagine exactly what your life will look like in 5 years if you stay exactly as you are right now. Imagine the debt getting deeper. Imagine the people you love losing respect for you. Imagine the physical pain of being a failure. If you don't feel a pit in your stomach, you aren't doing it right. You need to become so terrified of staying the same that the hard work of succeeding feels like an escape. You aren't chasing a goal anymore. You are running away from a nightmare. The second shift is instant action. Here's where most people fail. They feel the fear, they see the nightmare, and then they say, okay, I'll start next week. Let me plan this out. Let me do more research. Wrong. Knowledge is not power. Speed is power. God and the universe rewards instant action takers, not the knowledgeable. You don't need more information. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to move right now within the next 2 hours, not tomorrow, not next week. Why? Because the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Your brain will invent new excuses. Your environment will pull you back. That fire you feel right now, it fades fast. Successful people have trained themselves to act the moment they feel resistance. They've brainwashed themselves into being monumentally impatient. When they see an opportunity, they don't think about it, they execute. Because they know that hesitation is the graveyard of ambition. If you want something, you must act on it immediately, not when you feel ready, not when conditions are perfect. Now. The third shift is building frustration tolerance. Now that you're taking instant action, you're going to hit walls, fast. And this is where most people quit. Most people fail because they think frustration is a signal to stop. They feel a negative emotion and they think something is wrong. Successful people look at frustration as a skill to be leveled up. They have a high tolerance for the suck. When you feel anxious, angry, or burnt out, don't try to hide from it. Label it. Say out loud, this is what growth feels like. The moment you label a behavior or an emotion, it loses its power over you. You begin to realize that emotions are not commands. Just because you feel like quitting doesn't mean you have to. You learn to act independently of how you feel. This is the real brainwash, convincing yourself that discomfort isn't a stop sign, it's a green light. It means you're doing something that matters. The fourth shift is proving your brain wrong. Your brain is a survival machine, not a success machine. It will lie to you to keep you safe and lazy. It tells you, I'm not good enough, or it's too late for me. You have to stop treating your thoughts like facts. When a negative thought enters your mind, put it on trial. Ask it 4 simple questions. Is it true? Is it absolutely true? Can I prove it in a court of law? How does this thought make me feel? And finally, is this a productive thought? If the thought isn't productive, it is trash. Throw it out. Build a case against your own excuses. If your brain says you're broke and will always be broke, look for one small thing you did today that moved you forward, and use that as evidence to prove your brain is a liar. You have been brainwashed your entire life by social media, your environment, and your old habits. It's time you took control of the programming. First, believe you can do it. Then use your fear to start, use instant action to build momentum, use your frustration tolerance to keep going, and use logic to kill your excuses. This is how you become a person you don't even recognize. If you want more deep dives into the psychology of winning and tactical ways to improve your life, join my newsletter in the description and the pinned comment below. I'll see you in the next one.